And we're back. Just got done with the mowing, so we're gonna get this put up over here in building B. Jim told me to put the stuff over here, that way they could get cleaned up and whatnot before they get put back out on the yard. So next we have to pick up all the grass clippings and whatnot. Oh no, before we do that, we gotta actually windrow it. So we're gonna go over here to the yard and grab the windrow that Jim said that I could use, and get that going. Let's see, it's the only one they actually have on the yard. So right now, I guess the rest of them are rented out or whatnot. Let's go ahead and get that connected and get out there. I'll be the first to tell you, it ain't gonna be necessarily super straight lines. I'm not too good with the windrow yet. I haven't done it much. Whoa! The steering on this with that windrow is kind of crazy. It should probably get a weight on the front, but I didn't see them have any weights out here, so guess we're just gonna have to make do. Let's make sure I don't hit that gate. Just have to make do with what we have. I guess I could go in and ask, but I'll be honest, I'm already in the tractor. I don't really want to go in and do it. So what we're gonna do is, I think we'll hit this front part up here. We'll get the drone up and get this going and go from there. So I will see you all when it's done.
Hey, you're back with Cass here on the Haywire 97.9 FM. It's a beautiful afternoon out there. Skies still crystal clear and sitting at a perfect 61 degrees. We're still headed toward that high of 63 before the evening rolls in. A little breeze out there too, so if you're out and about, it's a good day to soak it in. All right, crank it up. Here's one straight from Rust County Revival. This is Rust and Glory, only on the Haywire 97.9 FM.
Dragging on. every mile, every battered old story. We wear it like a crown, yeah, it's rust and glory. Rust and glory. Yeah, rust and glory.
Alright, it's just 7 minutes past 2 o'clock, and got all of that windrowing done. Get this over to building B with the rest of the equipment, and then we'll get on to the next part, which is actually picking up the grass itself. So we'll have to switch over to my tractor because it's got the trailer already on it. So let's see, we need to get this over here and in front of those mowers. So let's see, get this. Oop. It's a little tall up top. Oops. Alright, let's go ahead and straighten this out and get this put in here. Alright, I think that'll work right there. So we'll go ahead and drop that. And we'll take this back over, get into our tractor. And Jim said that the forage pickup that we're going to be using is over in building A. Now, I've never used this type of forage pickup. Usually, you know, we have the forage pickup trailers. This one actually goes on the front of the tractor, and I've never used one of those types before, so it's going to be something new, something different. So we'll see how that works. Let's see, I'm going to have to figure out where a best place is to put my weight. You know, I guess I could have grabbed the weight off this tractor and put it on that one when I was doing the windrowing. That's what I get for not thinking. But, let's see, where am I going to put this so it's out of the way? Best place is probably going to be right inside the shop here, just past the door. So I don't want anybody tripping over it or anything, so maybe right here underneath that window. Yeah, right there. I think that's where we're going to put it. Guess that's the forager right there in front of us. So let's go ahead and get connected to it and see if we can't figure out how to use this thing. Back up just a little bit, just so I can get out that door on the side, because I'm not going to back completely up out of this shed this way. Yeah. Alright, so like I said, I've never used this particular type of forage before, so it's going to be a little slow at the beginning until I get the hang of it and whatnot. Should be pretty straightforward though. You know, making sure that it's lowered and that it's shooting into the trailer and that it's on and whatnot, so shouldn't be too much. So let's see, let's go ahead and lower it. Oh, I need to open the pipe up. Let's get that pipe out. So it is out. Let's get it turned on. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. Cool. I don't know how fast I can go with it, so we'll try speeding up a little bit, see what I can do here. 12 miles per hour. I think that's going to probably be the fastest that I'm going to want to go with it. Let's see. Take this turn nice and slow. Alright. I guess we can go a little bit faster now that we're on the straight line. But this is filling up the trailer fast. We're already at like 63%. And we're not even done with one line. So this is going to take a while to do. Well, we just hit 100%. And we didn't even get one line done. So let's go ahead and back this up a little bit. Unattach the forager. Jim said that I can take the grass over to the animal diller because they'll use it to feed the sheep and the goats and whatnot. So we'll get that over there, but first, since I'm going to be out on the road, I should probably close this cover. There we go. So I haven't actually been to the animal diller over here yet. I know it's just right over here to the left of us, but I actually haven't been over there yet. I'm not 100% sure where we're supposed to drop this off at. So let's get over here and see if we can't find that out. And I think since we didn't even get one row done, there's going to be a lot of trips doing it, so I should probably put this camera down and actually get to work because it's going to take me a little while to do. So I'm going to get up here and get this unloaded, and then I will cut back in with you guys once we are done with it. Now, I know this is where you drop bells off. Is this where you're going to drop the... Yep, this is it. So I'll see you when it's done. So it's a 3:15, so didn't take quite as long as I thought it was going to, but that is done. So another job marked off the list. So we'll get this over here, and I'm not sure what we're supposed to do next. So I'll get this put up over here and then head back over and talk to Jim and see what he has for us next to do. I'm not 100% sure what we have. So, I think before I do that though, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my weight. The last thing I want to do is forget that that's there. So let's go ahead and get that attached back up. Alright, now that's back on. Let's go ahead and go in and talk to Jim and see what he has next for us. I think I needed to let him know that it's probably going to need a spray or something, because that that parking lot is still pretty green. So we'll see what he says. But let's go ahead and run inside and go have a talk with Jim. Hey Jim, I got all of that grass picked up and dropped off over at the animal dealer. What's next?
That's great, HK. It looks like it's coming along.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do something about the gravel parking lot though. It's still very grassy.
Yeah, we actually have a trailer of new gravel to put down. It is on the side of building B. Go ahead and grab it and then talk to Jason to get the skid steer to spread it out, please.
Oh, okay, you got it. I'll be on my way and get that done now. Thanks. Alright, well, looks like we got our marching orders. They must have already thought that through, that they were going to need to lay some new gravel down and whatnot. So, said it was over by building B on the side. So, let's see, it's not on this side. So I'm going to assume it's on this side, parked under the awning. Let's see. Yep. Cool. So let's go ahead and back up and grab this trailer. We'll go get this emptied out onto the gravel parking lot, and then we'll come back and talk to Jason about getting the skid steer to spread it out a little bit and try and compact it in. I don't really have a heavy roller that I can roll it with, so I'm gonna have to make do with the skid steer. Let's get up here. And I want to make sure that I get it where that parking lot starts. So once I get up here a little bit, I'll jump out and make sure it's where I want it. Let's see, is this at the edge of the parking lot? Yep, that'll work. Cool, so let's get in, and we're just gonna go ahead and start lifting that trailer, and we're gonna pull forward nice and slow as we do it, just so it comes out in a line, so we can start picking it up with the skid steer and start spreading it out. Looking at that, so that's done. We're probably gonna need, I'm probably gonna tell them that we're gonna need another trailer of gravel. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but we'll see. That didn't even cover the whole parking lot, and it's only about half of it, so probably need to do a few more runs of those potentially, but we'll figure that out once we get going with the skid steer and see what we need to do. So let's go talk to Jason about getting that skid steer. Park this up right over here and run over there and have a chat with them. Hey Jason, Jim told me to come talk to you about getting the skid steer.
Sure thing, the keys are in it. Just put the forks over there by the shelves.
You got it, thanks. Alright, let's get this turned on and get this over here by the shelves like he asked. Then I gotta find the bucket to be able to spread those, so... Oh, I see the bucket. It's over there under the awning. So it's behind the trailer. So let's go ahead and get over here and get that. And then we'll get started moving that gravel. This is going to be a tight fit. Let's see. Now, let's back up and not hit the wood. Yahtzee, we got it. That works for me. Cool. Alright, so let's get over here and start getting this spread out. I think it's gonna take a little while to do, and like I said, I think we're gonna need a couple more trailerfuls of gravel to do the whole parking lot. But we'll see what we can get done with this first one, and then I'll run in and talk to Jason, or Jim. Jim's the one that's in charge of the project. I'll go talk to Jim and see what we can do. So let's take a look at what we have. Yeah. Alright, well, let's get started and start moving this around a little bit. Let's see, let's grab a little bit here. There we go. I'm gonna come up over here off to the side. Up, back. Slowly letting it come out. There we go. Man, this is This is going to take a little while. But it's work that needs to be done. So we're here. Let's get it going. Get that angle just right and start lowering it. There we go. Let's go ahead and go get us another load here. Lift it up and start emptying. Oh, too much. Let's go back and pick that back up. There we go. It's a little bit more than what I wanted to grab, but we'll get it to work. Lowering it out. There we go. Lift it up. Let's go over here off to the side. Alright guys, well, I think I'm gonna get working on this and emptying it out and whatnot. See how long this is gonna take. If I'm guessing it's gonna take a little bit of time to do, but I just finish this out real quick, and then I want to jump out and take a look, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we're done. There we go. Let's jump out and take a look. Yeah, it's slowly working, but we got a lot to do, so we will catch back to you when we're done. Well, 4 truckloads later and an hour to 2 hours later, finishing up my last path. Yeah, so they brought in 4 more truckloads, trailer loads of gravel, but I have to say it turned out really nice. Still would recommend spreading some killer on the weeds and whatnot, otherwise they're going to start growing back through. But it actually looks like a parking lot again, so that is a win in my book. So got that all flattened out, spread out evenly. So I think that's pretty much it. I know that they're going to be leaving, or they technically close in like 10 minutes. So get the skid steer back over by the tractor, and then we'll run in and see if there's anything else that Jim needs, because there's still daylight, so I can still help a little bit if they need it, or what exactly their plans are. And we'll go from there and see what all needs to be done. So yeah, I think right here will work. Let's go in and have a chat with Jim. Actually, let me close this gate. I forgot to close it earlier. Now we can go chat with Jim. Alright, Jim, all that's done. It's all spread out. It looks much better now. I'm probably going to want to spray just to make sure, to kill all the weeds and stuff and grass that potentially is going to come through it. But it's done. Is there anything else you need me to do?
Nope, that was all that we needed. You got through that work fast this afternoon. It's almost closing time already.
Yeah, so it is. You got less than 10 minutes that you guys are closing. Do you want me to help put up any of that equipment and clean it off or anything?
I think we are good. Keith and Jason are already out there cleaning them up, and we'll get them put back up where they need to be.
Alright then, well, I guess I'll be on my way. Thanks for the work today.
No, thank you HK for offering to help. I wasn't sure if we were going to find anyone to do it. It's the busiest time of the year for us, so I am not able to get out there and do it myself.
Well, it's done now, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
I almost forgot. Here HK. Here's $20,000 for the work today. Also, your fertilizer spreader will be here at 8 a.m. and will be ready for you to pick up. Have a great night HK.
Jim, you didn't have to do that. Thanks. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be here in the morning to get it. So, all right, you have a good night. I am going to head out then. Thanks, bud. Wow. I really wasn't expecting that kind of money from doing this work today. Yeah, I know I've been doing the contracts and getting that, so it's a fair rate, but I wasn't trying to come in here and collect on money from them. I just wanted to help since it sounded like he needed the help. So he really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it, and definitely put that money to use. It's probably going to go right back into his pocket, and he probably knows that. I need equipment and whatnot, but that is going to do it for today. It's been a long day out in the fields with contract work this morning, and then working on that this afternoon. So I'm going to call it there, and hopefully you guys are still enjoying the Farm Rescue series. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let your friends know about it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.